What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you a review of the Trophy Room and Jordan Brand collaboration on this Air Jordan 1 Retro Low OG in the Rookie Card Away colorway. Today's video is sponsored by StockX. StockX is one of the world's leading resale platforms for sneakers, streetwear, and collectibles. And when I strike out on a release, they're my go-to platform, as I know they offer the best variety for the best prices, especially for us here in Canada. So they offer all-in pricing, meaning the price that you pay is going to be exactly what you're paying with no hidden surprises at your door. Because let's face it, being in Canada, we're so used to being surprised by a bill from FedEx or UPS, but you don't have to worry about any of that with StockX. Everything is paid up upfront, so you know exactly the price you're paying for the product you're getting, which to me makes all the difference. So thank you again to StockX for supporting this channel and for helping me lock down this pair. So this is the second Air Jordan 1 collaboration between Trophy Room and Jordan Brand following the infamous or notorious Air Jordan 1 High that released a couple years back in 2021. So this time they're releasing this Jordan 1 Low, and it definitely didn't have the same amount of controversy as the Jordan 1 Highs did. So these released on March 21st for a price of $140 US or $180 here in Canada. And the official colorway for this shoe is Sail, Black, Varsity Red, Muslin, and Metallic Gold. And as the nickname of the shoe suggests, the colorway and the theming of this shoe is inspired by the famous 1986 Fleer Michael Jordan rookie card, which is one of those grail type sports cards that any collector would love to have in their collection. So alongside this away colorway, the word on the street is that there's supposed to be a home colorway as well, which incorporates a white swoosh and more blue and yellow detailing and inspired by the actual card. I don't know when that's supposed to release. I read that that was supposed to be in-store only at Trophy Room, but I haven't seen any listings on StockX right now, so I'm kind of curious to see how the prices on that pair will settle at. So first off, here's a quick look at the box. So this comes in an off-white colored cardboard box. We have Nike branding on the top and it's done in this faded fashion, along with the Trophy Room logo on the left side and Michael Jordan's signature on the right side of the lid. And on the sides of the box, we have Nike and official edition branding. This also has that faded look to it. And then on the inside of the lid, we have a skyline of Chicago and the Jumpman logo in red. Inside the box, taking this packaging to the next level, it also comes with this plastic sleeve, which is where the shoes sit inside. But then inside the sleeve, there's this paper wrapping, and the style of this paper is inspired by the packaging of the 1986 Fleer NBA cards. So I thought this was really incredible. It gives it such a retro and nostalgic flavor, and it's such a great callback to the style of those cards without directly referencing it. So as for the shoe itself, so this is the Air Jordan 1 Low OG silhouette, but there's a lot of things about this shoe that have been tweaked to make it a little bit more premium and to make it stand out a bit more. So starting things off with the toe box, this is covered in this off-white colored leather, and this is a very nice tumbled leather, and at least to the touch it feels very premium. Surrounding the front toe cap, we have this Varsity Red colored satin, which given how the nature of satin is, it has this sheen or shininess to it, which really makes it pop and stand out. On the lateral side, we have the Trophy Room logo embroidered in this tonal finish in red, and this pair has 7 eyelets, and these are circular metallic eyelets. Beneath this on the mid panel, we have more of that tumbled leather, and then embroidered across, we have this black colored Nike swoosh, which sits on both sides of the sneaker. And then moving downwards, wrapping around the back of the shoe, we have these woven textile panels in black, and we have Michael Jordan's signature embroidered on the lateral heel. And then on the top of the heel, glued on here, we have this metallic gold Air Jordan Wings logo, and it gives it more of a regal and sophisticated feel. In terms of laces, so this pair comes with 3 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with is a flat style wax lace in black, and this is more of your true Air Jordan 1 Chicago or black toe look. But if you're not feeling the black colored laces, they also come with 2 extra wax laces, one in white and one in yellow, which personally isn't my cup of tea, but I guess if you really want this to be unique and stand out, the yellow probably is your best bet. Underneath this, we have this nylon tongue, but unlike your typical nylon, for this pair's tongue it has this diagonal weave to it, and it feels a little bit sturdier to the touch. And then on the top of the tongue, we have this red colored tag with Nike Air branding in white. The interior of the shoe is also lined in that same material that we saw on the tongue, but this is done in more of a white color, but it still has that same woven pattern to it, again giving the shoe a little bit more of an elevated feel. And then as far as the insoles go, these come with a polyurethane foam insole, which is decently padded. It's done in the mismatching colors drawn from Michael Jordan's rookie card. So we have the Trophy Room logo pressed onto the heel of the right foot and the Jumpman logo pressed onto the heel of the left foot. So the upper of this shoe sits atop this solid rubber cupsole, which is purposely painted in this vintage looking yellow tone. Encased within the shoe, we have Nike Air technology, which is there theoretically to help with impact protection and shock absorption. And then turning the shoe over to the bottom, so this outsole is your typical Air Jordan 1 outsole, nothing special here whatsoever. This is all constructed out of a varsity red colored rubber. We have the circular pivot point on the forefoot and Nike branding right in the middle. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so for typical Air Jordan 1 Low OG silhouettes, I personally go true to size, but I can see why a lot of people prefer to go a half size down. So my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I guess because my feet are a little bit more on the wider side, going true to size in typical Air Jordan 1 Lows are fine. So I got these in a size 10, which is true to size, but I actually found them to be a little bit more snug than a typical Air Jordan 1 Low OG. Possibly it's because of the materials that they use on this shoe. Maybe that's what caused the shoe to feel a little bit more snug. And when I say snug, it felt a little restricting around this toe box area, especially around the lateral side where my pinky toe is. So I guess if you have a narrow or normal width foot and you normally go a half size down for your Air Jordan 1 Low OGs, then it's probably fine if you go with that exact same size for this pair. But if your feet are a little bit more on the wider side and you don't prefer a snug one-to-one fit, then I would not go half size down, just stick true to size and you should be fine. Moving on to the comfort, so these feel unfortunately like any other Air Jordan 1 Low. So it's not a soft feeling shoe, it feels very flat, firm, and low to the ground. But one thing that the Jordan 1 Low has over the Jordan High is that you have a lot more mobility because we don't have that high collar just wrapping around your ankles. So in that sense, it makes it a bit more of a comfortable shoe to wear casually, but the underfoot feeling is exactly the same. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality I was pretty impressed with. The leather that they use on this shoe, it definitely felt like it was a step above a typical Air Jordan 1 leather. And then the rest of the shoe utilized very unique materials, so things like the satin on the front and this woven textile on the back. These are not materials that you typically find on Jordan 1s, so by including it on this shoe, it gave it more of a special feel. And from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, same thing. This pair for the most part was pretty flawless. The stitch job was good, the panels were consistent, no issues with the paint job or glue stains or anything like that. So to me at least, holding these in hand, you can really feel that they are a special collaborative release, and it really sets itself apart from a typical Jordan 1 Low GR. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you and I'll show you guys how these look. Overall, I was very impressed with this collaboration. First of all, it didn't have the same level of drama and bad news surrounding its Jordan 1 High counterpart that released in 2021, so that in itself was a plus. But I actually think the design of the shoe was pretty nice. This is almost done in this reverse black toe style, but like I mentioned earlier, the variety of the materials used gives it more of a unique premium feel. But putting that all aside, this is just a very easy shoe to pull off. We have those classic Chicago Bulls colors. It's just that we have a bit more unique materials instead of your typical leathers or suedes. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of this Trophy Room Air Jordan 1 Low in this rookie card away colorway? What are your thoughts on this pair? Are you a fan of the design and the execution? Are you tired of Trophy Room and all the drama surrounding them? Or are you just not a fan of the shoe, which is perfectly fine? Leave your thoughts down below. As usual, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at sgo8, check me out on X or Twitter at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. A big shout out goes out to StockX for hooking me up with this pair. Thank you everyone who's watching for your continued love and support, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.